Kind of an old pitch, but still, okay, chala lenge isme. Request everyone to be there for 10-15 minutes with me because I'll be discussing something which you might need now, maybe tomorrow, day after, maybe for yourself, maybe for your parents, maybe for somebody near one. Okay, it's all about the elder care services, which is specially designed for our elderly people, right? So, we are the only tech-based elder care company in India, providing elder care services with the help of technology, right? So now let us know the team. Me, Saurabh Bhattarji is a co-founder, Blossom, and some other people who, am I audible properly? And Anindya Bhattarji, who is a professor, dean, works in university. Rakesh Gupta is there, one retired regional who is there also associated with us. Also Sanjeeva Jha is the ex-CEO of Tata TV Services. Anil Singh, who is currently the GM of IIT Mandi. Some accolades. It's been, by KIT TBI and US Consulate, we have become the top 5 Indian startups, best startup in Eastern ecosystem. IIT Guwahati, top 20 startup by government of Odisha, and SLCA. So we have been emerged as a top healthcare industry in elder care. Okay, so elder care industry, which is let us understand in a better way. It's a very evolving industry now, right? Currently, we have around 10.5% of our total population as a senior citizen. So senior citizen means we are defining by who is just crossed the age bracket of 60 and above, right? So this 154 odd million elderly people are there in India, and currently this market is around $25 billion, which is going to be around $1 trillion silver economy by 2050. Because as the data says, you can go to SAGE portal, which is a Government of India portal, where you can get all this data, right? So India is the fastest aging country in the world now. Now, by 2050, it is said that India will be having approximately 343 million, 34 crore as your senior citizen population will be there, right? Which is a large number. Means currently our total population of the USA is around 32 crore. So our senior citizen population will be more than 343 million, this 34 crore. So let us understand the criticalities faced by the elderly people and their children. First of all, if you are children, if you are outside, if you are away from home, you are not there with your parents, then all time there's a kind of back of your mind. It happens that if any kind of medical emergency happens for your elderly people, so who is there? So your first lookout is there anyone who is nearby whom you can call late night, midnight, or whatever, right? So the first thing, the first criticality of the elderly people is a medical emergency. Then comes why medical emergency? Because health monitoring doesn't happen properly. So if you talk to your parents and have you checked your the basic body vitals for the day, so it's the obvious question is maybe no, right? So the second biggest thing is that health monitoring doesn't happen. The third thing, which is again very, very critical and alarming, everybody knows that your parents are very, very lonely because say at that particular age bracket, whatever they are saying, whatever you are saying, or maybe your children are saying, there is a kind of a disconnect. So all time there is a kind of problem, or rather you may call as a kind of emotional instability with your elderly parents, right? So the third biggest thing is that loneliness. Now again, if you talk about the safety security of the elderly people, if there is a kind of a medical kind of a major fall in the bathroom, which you usually get to know, or maybe somebody went out and that person was not feeling well on the street. So these are the kind of mishap happens all the time for the elderly people, right? And the fifth one, which we usually know, that there is a kind of a daily hassle sort of thing. So bill pay karna, your AC is not working, your fan is not working. So all these things is a problem for the children as well as for the parents. So now what we did, we have integrated all these things under one unified platform, which we call as MyPeace, to provide the services to the elderly people. So it's now coming as MyPeace Elder Tech, right? Last 5.5 years we are into the markets. So 3.5 years to 4 years we experimented many things by providing manual services, and then we came up with this revolutionary and first in the industry type a mobile application which we call as MyPeace Elder Tech. So far we have just around 20,000 plus downloads, and we are servicing the elderly parents with a very simple kind of technology which is called as MyPeace Elder Tech. So let me brief you this. Now, if you need at any given point of time, wherever you are, irrespective of your geographic location, you are maybe in India, away from home, maybe abroad, wherever you are, at any given point of time, if you feel your parents are needing service at that particular moment, what you need to do, simply download MyPeace Elder Tech from maybe Play Store or maybe iOS, whatever platform you have, and put the address of that particular location where you need the services, just like your Ola, Uber or maybe simple urban company. Okay. Now let's say this window will come up where your emergency, medical emergency, mental wellness, caregiver support, maybe doctor at home, or maybe various plans, right? So these are the few things which you can see, and as per your requirement, let us consider there as a medical emergency. At the time of medical emergency, what you need first is a person whom you need first to reach your house to take your parents to the hospital, right? So if you need a person, then that person will come and he will do the rest of the things, right? To do that, so now consider these medical emergency cases. Either you need a person which we call as a care manager, or you might need an ambulance, or maybe you would be searching a hospital nearby with whom we have a tie-up, right? So now if you click on that, let's say it's a kind of care manager you are needing. So once upon clicking on that, you will be seeing that these many people are available, which is given into the third image, that these many people are available at the vicinity of your house. Their distance, maybe how far they are, what is their charges, what is their rating, everything will come up, right? So on the basis of that, you may choose any care manager available at that particular time, right? So these are the people visible, means they are available at that particular time to come to your house, right? So now you can book them and you'll be able to see exactly the way your urban company people comes, or maybe Zepto, Zomato people come. So it will be a GPS kind of a thing which will be enabled, and you can track them, you can live track them, right? So now they will be there till the time your exigency is over, right? Now, similarly, for getting a kind of person to address the emotional well-being of the parents. So emotional well-being is something like it might be a simple talk, maybe chit chat, right? So maybe somebody is willing to get a kind of spiritual discussion, or maybe a storytelling, or maybe some yoga practices, anything and everything for the elderly to address the emotional well-being. So you can similarly book the emotional companionship or emotional companion to get your services for the particular person, right? So these are the kind of format of services we are offering. So starting from the medical emergency, their emotional well-being, their caregivers in the form of, let's say, doctor, nurses, physiotherapists, whatever you need.